see if I can find this. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Talk about things I'm reading.
Okay. So yeah, Jim Sterling, he's pretty good. He knows a lot about a lot about video games, and I respect that. He's very knowledgeable. I feel like he does very much the same thing as, well, it's the same criticism I have of the other YouTuber mentioned earlier. Possibly not in this episode of this Let's Play, but definitely previously in this Let's Play, Digibro. He does very much like to speak to things outside his area of expertise, and I can't blame him for not being. I don't want to say he's not politically aware. I can't blame him for not realizing that some people just genuinely have a borderline irrational distaste for politics.
Okay, so
But,
I found the thing.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
You want to, let's read Jim Sterling's. I'll post it first.
Okay.
So, while undergoing constant evolution, and should I do a Jim Sterling voice?
Please don't.
While undergoing constant evolution, I'm not going to.
That's a very accurate voice, though. Yes.
It is. Remained largely the same over the following years, up to and including my independent streak. The tin pot dictator look worked a treat. Seeing a fat man with his flag and his lectern stood behind his video game toys with an air of self-importance was a fun and funny look. Unfortunately, it stopped being funny when Nazis got popular again. I'll spare us all a recounting of the ugly political climate we found ourselves in, but it's hard to deny we're in an atmosphere where imagery even vaguely reminiscent of fascistic tendencies is hard to be seen as a joke. It was shortly after the inauguration of Lord Sunkist that I started to notice the questions surrounding my show. So, is he a Nazi or not? He is deadly serious when he thinks that his look was inappropriate now because because Nazis are popular again and Donald Trump is a evil fascist Nazi man.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the thing. I feel like it's just that the biggest problem with that isn't so much the fact that he believes that his look is too similar or too reminiscent of certain fascist icons, or things interpreted as fascist icons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the aesthetic of it.
The aesthetic of it, and I understand that. But when he is genuinely very inconsistent about it, I mean, it's not like he's spared any references to. Paul Ryan, for instance, which became a running joke in his one of the latest Jimquisitions. I feel like that's it. I don't know. It feels strange. I feel like I don't like it.
So here's the thing about Jim Sterling. There was a while where he tried to keep politics out of the Jimquisition a bit. Then he started bringing it in, and now it's a case of he's brought in to an extent that anyone that actually cares or that anyone that cares and is on the right politically, they're pissed off enough where they've all left.
Yeah.
So now it's only people who are neutral or on his side. Which means that he can get away with all he wants. It's just a full echo chamber in the comments. No one's going to disagree with him because all of the people that view him are people that agree with him. It's the kind of this isn't a thing that's exclusive to the left. It's on both sides, but it's the case of that I'm right. People on the other side are all idiots, and they're big stupid morons. Of course they're wrong. Of course we're totally right. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Again, read Andrew WK's stuff in politics.
I'll have to read it. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely think that he's I don't know. I would, in an ideal world, Jim Sterling would be
like the fuck up about politics in his video game show. The tacky creep.
Yeah. Having said that, he does not harbor good comments. I had the misfortune of leaving a comment about what I mentioned earlier about Linux executables, and I've just jumped off that ledge for 3 times in a row. I made the bad decision to do that, and I immediately got several comments, or several replies, specifically basically just saying stop using a shitty OS then, and other things, which are effectively the same arguments leveled against Jim Sterling's criticism of Steam. But all these people were taking Jim's side using the asinine arguments, about why Jim just don't care about Steam so much, dude. Just use GOG.com, dude. And it's it's ridiculous. I don't like it. I don't like YouTube.
Jim Sterling and his fans are legitimately stupid. I hate them all.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jim Sterling. I watch most of his
Okay,
videos. But,
I like some of Jim Sterling's work. I enjoyed the Dismal Jesters and his stint on Podtoid with Jonathan Holmes. That was the best thing he's ever done. I've got a video written about that I'm going to make at some point once I'm done with the nightmare that is current fucking all that. But yeah, but whatever. Point is, he's a man that he is one of the there are few people in this world who I can bring up such venomous bile that is unlike any other. It's, there's a thing. I feel for most people, there's a level of, you keep it bottled up. There's a level of, that poison that you feel for people that you keep it below the surface. But for some people, for me, is a lot more than others. Jim Sterling, he's pretty high on that list of, fucking hell, you make me so mad.
Yeah, I don't know. He's very divisive, and I try to take away from his thoughts on games and stuff, because obviously that's what I mainly watch him for.
He brings it in, he forces it into all his video stuff.
Yeah.
He keeps bringing it up.
I feel like the thing is that obviously for the viewers who don't know who I, Alex Horatio, am, about 12 months ago, or 6 to 12 months ago, I was quite politically informed, and since then I've made an effort to become politically uninformed because it's just too bloody stressful. I have a bunch of stuff to do. I have obviously exams. That's not a secret. I have video games. I have 2 YouTube channels now, and I just have general existence on Earth, and all of those things. I'm not prepared to get worried about politics, and it's great that if some people can deal with the stressful political climate, especially at the moment, as well as all the other stuff they want to do, and if they choose to do that, that's fine. But I don't think that other people should make other people make the same choice.
They shouldn't
force
fucking caring about politics onto people, because caring about politics is a nightmare.
Yeah.
But,
I will fight anybody who claims that that's anti-intellectual, because I've heard people saying that. And if you say that, you just leave. Stop watching this video. I don't want you to watch this video. You don't deserve to watch this video. But yeah. So there you go. There's that. That's my thoughts on that.
It's a real nightmare.
It is a real nightmare. There was one time when Jim Sterling brought up politics quite maturely. I think it was on Fist Shark Marketing, and basically Fist Shark Marketing, for those of you who don't know, he plays a character in a PR firm for famous celebrities, and he effectively makes up silly scenarios for things that these public figures have done. It's sort of, generally very, very sort of ridiculous, outlandish stuff.
Yeah.
And
it's a riff on some segments of that old Dismal Jesters Podtoid thing where, make up like things applying to certain celebrities. Like Trent Reznor keeps sending him weird texts. Was a bit that was on that old show. So it's sort of an evolution of a whole podcast around that sort of idea.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's an improv comedy audio show then.
Yeah. Either way, I like it. And there was one time when he brought up politics quite well. Basically, he was playing the character of he was playing his character, and his character was a very stereotypically staunchly conservative guy. But he was effectively advocating eating the poor, I think it was, and it wasn't exactly subtle, but it was like a one-line throwaway line sort of stuff, and I thought that it was pretty funny, because even if it wasn't done like with genuine distaste of actual right-wing people, because I feel like a lot of his stuff doesn't reflect the idea that people who value right wing politics or hold right wing viewpoints are still human beings. They're still
that's the thing.
people who enjoy his stuff.
It's this horrible dehumanization. That's what the problem with politics.
It's a terrible sense of otherness.
It's a case of it reduces people to left or right, and they're not a human anymore. It's horrifying, and Jim Sterling he does that all the time, and it's gross, and I hate it. Oh, fucking cunt. But there's ways to make funny jokes about it. You can do it fun. It's not to say don't joke about politics, or don't even say don't joke about your political views, but do it with the acknowledgement that these are views held by real people who are humans. They're not monstrous caricatures. They're not idiots who want to burn down the world. Because no one actually thinks like that, or at least no one that you've met thinks like that. The people that you're talking about aren't thinking like that. You're stupid if you think that other people are as stupid as you're characterizing them to be. They're not. They're people. They're fucking humans.
Yeah. I would say definitely. For the most part, if nothing else, it is, I think, one of the biggest problems that has arisen from the invention of the internet is that, when you have a conversation with somebody, there's a certain idea that they're not a human being, they're text on a screen, and then that lends itself to very efficient dehumanization of other parties. It's not the sort of thing that requires a proper propaganda campaign anymore. It's just something which happens naturally.
I mean, you said that there's the thing. Politics is now so divided nowadays. People seem very good at just doing it to your fucking face nowadays. There was a duration I tried to talk to people about politics in real life before realizing that this is a horrifying nightmare.
It's just not worth it. None of it's worth it.
There's a great post I saw a while ago that is I'll slightly rephrase it to make it a bit more apolitical and neutral. You don't convince people as to politics with you don't convince them with fighting. That's the obvious one. That's the one that acts like the pledge that everyone speaks. You should do proper critical argument stuff. That's wrong as well.
Yeah.
Both of those are wrong. The way you convince someone about politics is with humor and friendship.
Yeah.
That's
people aren't rational beings, and that's not a slight against human beings. That's just something that's true. People are inherently emotional. More or less everything that's ever done is based on emotions. If people emotionally value rationality, then that's still an emotional thing. You're not going to win anybody over by pure hard and fast logic. You have to appeal to.
There's a type of person that we won over, but it's very few and far between. Because here's the thing: even that person, so many people,
they're still going to emotionally interpret that logic.
Yeah, exactly. But here's another thing: it's the people who are they're smart enough to think that an argument is a good idea, but they're not smart enough to realize that they are. They lack the humility by a massive margin to ever admit they're wrong.
Yeah,
and it's a nightmare. The people who are humble enough to the Venn diagram of people who are sufficiently humble and sufficiently smart for an argument to a logical debate to work and change either party's viewpoint is so small that it's practically pointless as an endeavor.
Yeah. It's
And if you think that this doesn't apply to you, or you're part of that Venn diagram, then you're probably in the camp of not humble enough.
Yeah.
Just being honest and statistical here, you're really probably not.
Yeah.
But, oh well. Let's stop talking about politics. I hate politics. Politics is nasty. Even talking from an apolitical viewpoint, I still hate it. It's still awful.
Even talking about how much... We are literally talking about how much we hate people who talk about politics.
Yeah.
While inadvertently talking about politics. How fun. So yeah, this video game, we haven't mentioned it in a while.
Yeah, I saw you got a rifle a bit, and now you're back to the blunderbuss.
Yeah, I just really like this weapon.
Yeah. There was an iron bull an hour ago, I remember.
Oh yeah.
There was a horn in the ground that came up, and it was like a dragonman.
Yeah, that was cool. I don't like that fight. It was just a big old bullet sponge.
The fight looks pretty painful, but it was a nice design.
Yeah, it was very good graphical design. Everything in this game has very, Very good graphical design. Yeah.
Strong art direction.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, one pretty unrelated to what I was just saying, but one concern I have about this recording setup is that I expect my microphone will pop a lot because I don't have a pop filter. And for those of you who don't follow me on Twitter, do it if you don't. My pop filter is a tea towel balanced on 3 pencils, and I use this when I'm recording proper recorded videos or for YouTube, the scripted ones. But for stuff like this, it's just not wieldy because it would just fall over and I have to be fixing it every 20 seconds, and it's just not worth it.
That's fun.
So yeah, popping.
I
have
mean,
fun.
my pop filter setup is, I got a dish sponge and I got a craft knife and I carved a pop filter.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think we're both in similarly ghetto setups.
Yeah. Oddly enough, both related to the kitchen.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the kitchen has a lot of good raw resources for crafting.
It does, doesn't it? That kitchen, it's really good for making things, isn't it?
I mean, essentially it's got a lot of cheap fabric materials, but you know.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Also blades, actually, yeah. Come to think of it, yeah.
The kitchen really is the best room ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually it's the living room. But, you know.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So, okay.
Rooms are fine.
Rooms are fine.
Rooms are okay. My
yeah.
legs are okay.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I have
do an IY Divine Time Fantasy playthrough. That would be horrifying.
Oh god.
I
I
don't
don't
be
know.
the worst playthrough to ever do. But don't act. Legitimately don't. But
Yeah.
Legitimately yes, but seriously don't.
Okay. Why is that so bad? I don't know anything about that game.
It's the game where you can hack doors and the doors hack you back and you break your legs and you get
Oh god, that's amazing.
the dream in a dream. And it's made by a French company and it's very badly translated.
Oh
and
no.
And it's you can become a ninja that can run ridiculously fast and jump ridiculously high and fight people with a katana. Also, you can just bring a minigun.
Oh, that's good.
From like the first level, you can get a minigun.
That sounds amazing.
It's kind of both the best game ever and the worst game ever. Like it's the best game ever, but it is also legitimately bad.
No, that sucks.
It's kind of great, but it's a bit of both. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah. This is just one of those things that shoots the air, but it's shooting fire.
Yeah.
Have the people who made this game?
Ignore that doesn't make sense.
The people who have made this game don't know anything about fire.
It's fun.
Absolutely despicable.
I like how this is a melee weapon. This
Yeah.
has gone to the melee weapon slot.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it? Oh.
So can you go through the game with just the flamethrower bellows?
I think so. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
It's really weak, so I'm not going
yeah.
to. I'm just going to
it
keep
looks
using
awful, but
this weapon, which is the best weapon ever. I love it so much. By far the best weapon in the game. It feels so good to use. It's a big boom, it shoots everything, there's like a lot of lines. It shows each bullet, and I'm running into all the poison things and I'm gonna die.
I like how it does the screen blur, that's nice.
Yeah, that was me running into poison things just there.
Yeah.
And then I
It's
fell
a
off an edge.
strong effect.
But I landed on it, so it's okay.
Also, those weird poison spike things on my screen look awful.
Oh, I think
Like
they look quite...
green, like goo things. The way it is for my lower resolution screen, they're totally different art style out there.
Oh, I think they look quite nice. I wouldn't say they're totally
I'll
different.
put it down to it being on my screen. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt here. But
Yeah.
again, for fucking 2 FPS, horrible, grainy, fucking like lowest bit rate you can imagine. It's a nightmare.
The lowest bit rate I can imagine is a bit rate of 1 bit.
I mean, it's probably a bit bigger than that, but you know.
2 bits.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, okay, sweet. So yeah.
What? Did you just use wheat as a statement of goodness? Is this a meme I've missed?
No, I said sweet.
Oh, I heard wheat. I heard wheat as in the crop.
Yeah.
So that should be a thing now. That should be a running joke. That should be part of our playthrough narrative where we call things that are good wheat.
Oh yes. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Wheat, what is it good for? It's good for making bread.
Just-
Yeah. Real good. It's good. It's a good time there. You know what really upsets me? The convention that people put biscuits and tea together. It's good, but then it just ruins the tea because I have an irrational hatred of things in liquid. I don't like anything.
You could just not drink the last bit of the tea.
Yeah, I could, but I'm
Yeah.
still concerned because it's still very uncomfortable. It's just a really uncomfortable experience. That really is it. It's just uncomfortable and I don't like it. Also, this is a way more interesting topic than the video game at hand, which is Bastion.
You know, there's green things on the ground. Got rocks on them.
They do.
There's
Oh,
plant enemies. Oh,
Yeah.
what, they've all popped out.
they're all popping out. Yeah. Yeah, I just realised that this narrator is actually really good, but I haven't heard him because
Yeah.
I've been speaking over him for most of this. At least it's not last time where I'm super tired for the last 40 minutes. I'm actually pretty awake this time, and hopefully I'm a bit closer to the microphone, because last time, I'm aware, I was a lot quieter than my good pal Magos here. So
Also, I had horrible, probably worse audio coming through, which may be the same thing again because we haven't changed our setup at all. Still using now.
yeah, the audio wasn't that bad. It was pretty passable.
It was pretty not great though. So you know,
Well, it's okay. It's good enough.
it's not worth the effort of doing 2 audio tracks.
Yeah, maybe if any of these gets more than 50 views.
I'd say it needs probably at
Oh
least.
god, I'm
like
actually going
100.
to die. Oh shit, I'm actually going to die.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to die.
Yeah.
I need to.
Good.
Do I have any health kit anywhere? Wow, okay, I'm actually going to die, aren't I? Why am I so bad at this video game?
Well,
Give me health. Give me health. Give me health. Give. Oh, I see. So it doesn't move when I look at it. It's
Oh,
like the weeping angels.
Nice. It's a
Yeah.
fun.
It's not actually that fun. I'm just getting killed. I have no health.
Look at that tiny bar. Look at that.
Yes, I have health. Yes.
Ooh, look at that. Half a health bar.
Half a health bar, yes. I'm alive!
You keep walking into the poison.
I
and
do, but it's very
so-
difficult to avoid because I'm bad at this game. Okay, we did it. I'm not dying anymore. Oh,
What a good time.
what a good time. What a genuinely really good time this game is. Yeah,
Good people.
Good people.
Good game for good people.
it is a good game. And it is...
Which means, why should we fucking play it? This is
Yeah.
awful.
It is, isn't it? I
We
mean,
should be bad for good games.
yes.
We should play Fallout 4 and Bad Rats.
We should. Yeah, Bad Rats, best. I like that game. It's an old game.
It's a real game.
Yeah.
It's a meme game.
It is a meme game. Yeah. We should do a 500 part Minecraft Let's Play.
We should.
We should do
That
that.
would be hilarious.
That would be the funniest thing ever. It wouldn't actually be funny whatsoever. It would be mildly entertaining at best.
No, it itself wouldn't be funny, but the idea of having a 500 part Minecraft Let's Play would be the funniest thing ever.
Yes, it absolutely would be.
The meta narrative of a 500 part Minecraft Let's Play is the comedy here.
Yeah. I can't see anything. What the hell is this? This is the worst designed level in the world. What the hell?
great game.
It's just trees. I can't even see where the player is. I'm just running away from things because I can't see anything.
Use flame bellows.
Woo! Flames! I was using
Oh, you
it.
can use the flame bellows to hit the plant guys when they're closed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realised that not so long ago. Oh, I can also hit those guys on the front this way. That's pretty sick.
Oh.
Maybe
the flamethrower is actually the best weapon ever.
actually the best weapon in the game. Yeah, pretty sick. Yeah, it's good. Really is the Dark Souls of games.
We're gonna do a Dark Souls Let's Play. When does that happen?
What?
When does a Dark Souls Let's Play happen? That'd be great.
Yeah. I don't
Dark
know.
Souls is the only good video game ever made.
I agree. It is genuinely a really good game.
It is.
Yeah.
Probably my second favorite game of video game time.
Oh, cool. What is your first favorite?
Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, right,
Best
yeah, of course.
video game ever
I
made.
should have. Damn it! It took my shot thing. But yeah.
That seems
probably
to be a
Vegas.
problem, that it keeps, whenever you get a new weapon, it forces you to swap out.
Yeah, that is a
Kind of
genuine issue with the game.